We know not of the future and cannot plan for much, but we can hold our spirits and bodies so pure and high that we may cherish such thoughts and such ideas and dream such dreams of lofty purpose that we can determine and know what manner of men we will be whenever the hour strikes that calls to noble action. I was born in 1828 in Brewer, Maine. My parents named me Lawrence Joshua Chamberlain, but I reversed it to Joshua Lawrence. My father was a good farmer. He wanted me to become a soldier, but I really wanted to be a missionary. I went to Bowdoin College in Maine and studied theology and foreign languages. I can speak English, Greek, Latin, Spanish, German, French, Italian, Arabic, Hebrew, and Syriac. I met two women at college that had a great impact on my life. One was Fanny Adams, who became my wife. The other was Harriet Beecher Stowe. She helped me see that slavery and freedom cannot live together. When the Civil War started, I decided to join the Union. I wrote to Governor Washburn, who was in charge of organizing the troops from Maine. Governor Washburn offered me command of the new volunteer regiment, but I didn't think I could handle it immediately, so I asked to start a little lower and learn the business first. I became Lieutenant Colonel of the 20th Maine. My regiment marched to Antietam but did not fight. But we did see the terrible evidence of war. I saw a dead Confederate soldier slumped against a tree. He was barely 16 summers. His cap had fallen to the ground on one side, his hand resting on his knee. It clasped a little open Bible. He wore the gray. He was my enemy, this boy. He was dead. The boy, my enemy, but I shall remember him forever. My regiment marched on to Fredericksburg, where we would fight. My regiment suffered a small number of casualties. We were forced to spend the night on the freezing battlefield with the wounded men. We used the dead soldiers as shelter. I could hear bullets hitting the dead, and then, out of the silence, rose new sounds. A smothered moan, some begging for a drop of water, some calling on God for pity, and others on friendly hands to finish what the enemy had so horribly begun. And some, with delirious, dreamy voices, murmuring loved names as if the dearest were bending over them. I was promoted to colonel of the regiment and would continue to fight and endure the horrors of war. No danger and no hardship ever makes me wish to get back to that college life again. They offered themselves willing to death in a cause vital and dear to humanity. When I think of what these men suffered and did, I marvel with a wonder which is admiration. We have come here, friends, not for things that die, but for things that cannot die. For human history is not a dead sea, it is a flowing river.